everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have a different and exciting Flames of War treat for you. We are playing Barkmann's Corner, which is a fairly old mission, but they just came out with modern rules for it in the new version 4 rules, which is exciting. So what are we playing with? What tanks make up Barkmann's Corner?
All right, well, Barkmann's Corner, I think, was originally a version 2 scenario.
Yeah, I think so.
And back in a lot of the older source books, they had dedicated historical scenarios where they had an order of battle that told you exactly what models you needed. They've kind of gotten away from that, but they republished it. This scenario, it's on their website. I'll put a link in the comments below to this scenario. As kind of a companion to Battlefront's new cardboard bocage, which I'm not going to knock their cardboard bocage. I spent many a month building our bocage, and I can see the appeal of just buying cardboard bocage and playing the same day.
I'm sure it's easier for most people to just get the cardboard stuff.
But since I built like a 4x6 table worth of bocage for one shifting sand, we're going to use that. But that's where the scenario comes from. So it's a historical scenario. Basically, Barkmann is a SS Panther commander.
Okay.
His tank broke down, and they fixed it, and he was on his way back to his unit, where he ran headlong into a basically Combat Command A of the 3rd Armored Division, one of those armored divisions, I forget which one. So basically, it's one Panther, commanded by Barkmann, and a small infantry platoon trying to hold off an entire American Sherman Tank Company.
which is pretty cool.
Which is cool. So it tells you. So there's nothing special about the Americans in this scenario. There are 16, I think, American tanks, but they're all regular Shermans, no Sherman 76s. The only advantage I've got is that I've got Lafayette Poole as one of my tank commanders, so he uses stabilizers a little bit better.
Okay.
But Barkmann is really cool in the command card.
He's kind of a beast.
he gets to re-roll one miss in every shooting phase.
Yep.
And
which I'll desperately need.
if he's destroyed, you roll a die, and on a 5 or 6, he's just bailed out.
Yeah.
So,
which is a pretty crazy rule. Nothing else exists like that in Flames of War.
I don't think so. There might be something we're missing, but
yeah,
it's pretty cool, and that's a 4-point card, by the way. So that's a 4-point upgrade. But obviously, we're not playing with points. We're playing historically. I'm probably going to have another video where I talk a little bit about historical-based scenarios versus kind of matched play 40K, and the pros and cons of that. So look forward to that. But yeah, we've got that all set up.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm excited. Let's get to it.
We are deployed and ready to go. We don't have points to go over, anything like that. All we have are the Germans here in Barkmann's Corner. Barkmann and his Panther right here looking down the road, and a platoon of Panzer Grenadiers with the Panzer Faust upgrade, I believe. We kind of joined this battle already in action. And hypothetical turn 0, this Panther has knocked out the first tank in this column of Sherman tanks.
I've already succeeded.
You've already got one kill. So, different from normal version 4, this tank, this wreck, is actually blocking the road. The Shermans cannot get past them. Whereas normally in version 4, it would be, just be...
It was a test, right, to go through
It's not even a test. It's just you're going over, not cross-country, but the other kind of terrain. It just slows you down. But for this case, and the way the scenario is set up, that blocks the road. So I have to go into bocage country and start making cross-checks. Okay. So the good thing is Shermans have a cross-check of 3 up. There are some gates on the board to assist, but the idea is it's going to be hard. I've got to drive through. Now on the board, as the American player, I've got one platoon of 4 tanks. It used to be 5, with Lafayette Poole leading the way there, and then the last 2 tanks are the company command platoon. So you've got those 2 tanks. Then on turn on turn 2, this platoon arrives, and then on turn 3, this platoon arrives, and they just keep coming down this road. They're just pouring down the road. So by turn 3, I'll have my entire force of 16 Sherman tanks against you. It's a lot of tanks. Now, to win, you just need to either survive to turn 12,
Okay.
or break my company. Okay?
Both of those sound hard.
They should be challenging, but that's what we're looking for. But it's also going to be a challenge for the Americans to get through all this into this relatively small area to, to win. There's no actual objective on the table, but basically this area here, this pocket, I need to get into and hold it before turn 12 in order for the Americans to win. So it'll be interesting to see. Americans at first turn, and really that is about it. Now, before we begin, I do want to mention our Flames of War Patreon. It is started, and anyone who is interested in our Flames of War content, please do check out our Patreon. I'll go ahead and post a link down in the video description below. There you can get a extra monthly Flames of War battle report that is Patreon exclusive, which is pretty cool. All right, there we go. We're going to start with American turn 1. So I have a feeling that this game is going to come down to maneuver quite a bit.
Yes.
And luck, I'm sure. So we're going to make sure that we do movement orders correctly and in the right order. So basically what I'm going to have happen here is I'm going to have Poole give a cross-here order. Basically, any tanks within 6 of him can add +1 to their cross-checks. This guy is just going to drive through the gap to get into this field, but these guys are just going to try to cross over. Now, normally, for speed, we've just rolled dice for like all 3 of these tanks and then moved them, but it's going to be kind of important to roll for the tank, move it, roll for the tank, and move it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If something weird happens, I'll roll for Poole right now. He passes. If something weird happens, we'll come back and let you know. All right, movement is done. This poor guy rolled a 1 for his cross check, which is what he needed to fail. The rest of his platoon, led by Poole, are in this field. Those guys had a gate, so they just did a dash up to that wall, and that's it for my turn. I guess I do have a shot here. I can't really hurt you, but I could maybe smoke you, so we'll try that. With that, that's the end of my turn. Since I crossed here, those he can't shoot. He's the only one who could actually see Barkmann, so no one else can. So on to German turn 1. German movement is done. You want to go over what you did, Jake?
Yeah, I just basically I tried to blitz. I failed it, and then I shuffled the troops
Blitz
around.
the infantry, not the tank.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. And then I just kind of shuffled the infantry around, so basically I'm in the best bubble to protect his flanks for as long as I can.
So you only have 5 teams. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically you can't, as it stands right now, you can't drive past me at all for a side shot yet.
Yeah, and I can't get within. I can't drive up against this hedge with these guys right here without killing them first.
Exactly.
So that gives you a nice little buffer. All right, so that's on to shooting. All right, so the scenario itself, the reprinted scenario, didn't mention what type of tank teams these were. So we're assuming, based on previous editions, that these guys are going to be 3+ aggressive to hit. So they're a little bit. They're not veteran. They're hit on a 3+, just like
which
your
is what
SS.
Barkmann is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually says Barkmann's.
So if you're going to shoot him twice, because
Yes.
you didn't move, normally you hit me on 3s, and 4s for range, and 5s for concealment from the burning tank. And you can re-roll one of these. but you don't need to.
This poor guy.
All right, so roll 2 3-up firepowers, because I cannot stop that.
Oh,
Okay. So that's a second kill. movement for the Americans is done. Platoon number 2 is coming down the road. This is probably the most dangerous time for platoon number 2. Then over here we've got Lafayette Poole and his guys on the road, and then over there we've got company commanders driving into that field they dash. I don't have any shots. Well, I guess I've got one shot down the road here if Barkmann's within range. We'll check that. So he's out of range, so that's it for American turn 2. On to German turn 2.
Okay, I'm going to try to go ahead and dig in all of my infantry. I don't know if that's successful. I'll come back in a second. Okay, so they are just gone to ground since they failed their dig in. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you, this lead guy right here.
All right, you got a range of 40 inches.
Yep.
I should have tried to have them cross into the hedge, but I didn't want to fail with the first guy and then have the other guys trapped off the board. So they're all coming down.
So I will destroy you now.
All right, so normally 3s, 4s for range, 5s for that two flaming wrecks you were now shooting through.
Yes.
And let's see, why don't you...
double ones.
You get to reroll one of those because you are Barkmann.
Hey.
That's a hit.
So firepower on this guy unless you want to swap it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to try to swap it to the third guy back. I think he's in range. On a 3+. No. All right. Go ahead and make your firepower test.
We got him.
That's another one. Okay, for American turn 3, these guys crossed over. He failed his cross check. He rolled a 1. We did a crosshair order, so those guys could make it over. He actually rolled a 2. Those guys just drove up. They didn't have any problem. Those guys successfully did a cross here and got across the hedge. And then another platoon of Shermans is now coming down the road. Woohoo!
I like how they think sandbags will defend them.
Yes, yes. They have sandbags. But not really. They don't really have sandbags for your infantry. But that's it for American turn 3.
Alrighty, folks. So, with Barkmann... Oh, yeah, I want to try to dig in my infantry again.
Okay.
Come on. You guys suck.
Okay. Yeah, you failed. But they're behind Bocage, so they get bulletproof cover anyway.
I still want to be.
Fair enough. And then for Barkmann here?
Yes, he's going to try to blitz so I can get close to this hedgerow and try to blow away these two guys.
All right, let's see it.
On a 4+, because sadly his skill doesn't get any better. Yes!
Okay. So basically you're just moving up to this hedge, not very far?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I want to sidle over a little bit more there.
Make sure your front armor doesn't... or stays towards the enemy.
Exactly, yeah. Just in case some long bomb lucky charge or something happens.
Alright, let's go into your shooting phase. So you successfully blitzed.
Yes.
I'm out in the open, short range, so you're hitting me on 3s.
Here we go. 2 hits.
Alright, 2 firepowers. Do
Alright.
Pool first.
Pool. 3+. He's bailed out.
Nailed out.
And the guy next to him, destroyed.
I don't know, Pool's on his own. Start of the American turn. I need to make a check here. Does Lafayette Poole get back in his tank on a 4-up? He does. Does the platoon stick around on a 4-up? No, they run. That's costly. Alright, so now that morale is done, we can go into the movement phase. These guys better do something because I hate that guy. And just to clarify here, a morale test was needed because that guy was dead, and the guy behind the hedge was certainly still alive, but outside of command distance of Poole, so there was only one tank in good spirits. Alright, on to movement phase. Well, I think I learned my lesson with Lafayette Poole's platoon, so those guys are going to stay put. That platoon is moving up to reinforce them. This platoon crossed over into this hedge. so that we can get some kind of pincer action going, and then we'll see what happens. So basically, we are probably just going to have one good assault before all of our tanks are destroyed by Barkmann, and see how it goes. So on to German turn 4.
All right, I'm digging in the infantry platoon yet again.
Okay, let's see it.
Yay! They learned how to use the shovel.
Again, it only took them 3 turns, 4 turns.
Yes. All right, so I just decided to drive him and not blitz him. Blitzing is on a 4+, and I don't believe in myself twice in a row.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just shoot you with one shot at a lower number.
All right, so you're shooting at me. You might want to check range, see if that's short range. Probably is.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is.
Okay, so normally you hit me on 3s, 4s because I'm concealed, 5s because I'm gone to ground.
Why are you gone to it?
Because I did not move and I did not shoot.
They didn't move?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So one shot then.
1 shot on 5s. And you can reroll 1 shot per turn.
Ah! Take that, gone to ground.
Firepower.
Oh, I guess I should have decided. I choose this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to swap it.
Okay.
3 up. I swap it to the 2 IC.
Okay.
Poor 2 IC.
So here we go. Destroyed.
All right, American turn's pretty quick for turn 5. Basically, I'm just moving these guys up, moving those guys up. He backed up off the hedge, realizing that there was a Panther tank over here, and on to German turn 5 or 6.
All right, we're back to the German turn. The cowardly Americans have tried to hide themselves, but I've moved all the way down this road, a little bit farther than I'd like to, and I've got 1 shot on this guy.
All right.
So I need normally 3s to hit you, 4s because of the concealment of the burning tank. You are within 16 inches, so that's something, but then 5s because you are gone to ground, right?
No, that platoon moved.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's just 4s then.
Just 4s.
So 1 shot. Missed.
Reroll. Oh, no.
Yes.
Come on, Barkmann.
3+.
You're killing me here.
Destroyed. And this concludes my turn. I like this scenario.
I haven't seen Jake this happy in a long time. All right, movement is done for the Americans. Basically, this platoon moved up, took a place along this wall. This guy's around the corner to shoot down towards the Panther. My company commander bravely drove up. The idea is we're going to try to smoke him. Meanwhile, those guys bravely tried to cross the hedge there.
You need a 2+.
Yeah, with the cross here order, and 2 of them failed. 1 made it through.
I think they were so worried about their friend exploding right next to them that they've failed to cross the hedge correctly.
I'm sure that was it. All right, we're going to go here. 2 shots of smoke from this platoon into this guy.
Okay.
So normally you're hit on 3s, 4s because I'm using stabilizers. I'm at short range. I can see all of your tank down the road. And
you missed.
We missed. Okay, well.
It's up to the company commander.
Company commander. Surely he can get a 4.
Oh, they can't even shoot smoke at me.
They're so frazzled. Oh no. Okay.
That's not gonna be good.
No, it's not. Okay, so that's on to German. German turn 6.
So, we're not moving because you've moved to me. Very foolish move. So I'm gonna put 2 shots into your company commander to stop your rerolls.
All right, so 3s, 4s for concealment behind that hedge.
Exactly. 1 hit so far. I'll reroll this one. 2 hits.
Reroll.
3+ the rerolls are amazing.
Let's get some firepower here.
Destroyed. Let me get over to my bag of smoke. Getting to use the bag of smoke a lot this game.
All right, on a 3+,
I might have celebrated too soon.
my company commander is going to run over to this tank and take it over. On a 1 or 2, on 1 or 2, you've killed him.
Kill him.
Hey,
Ah.
all right. So basically, that is the new company commander, and this platoon's now down to 4 tanks. All right, Jake is going to try to blitz.
Not blitz. Shoot and scoot.
You're going to try to shoot and scoot. We're going back in time here.
On a 4+. No.
All right, so I'm in the middle of American movement. Those guys successfully crossed over, and they're into that field. Over here, though, I want to try to do something interesting. Could go for a blitz.
Okay, let's see it.
All right, here we go. 4 up. Yes. We'll be right back. So that failed shoot and scoot might come back to haunt you, Jake, because
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could actually go 14 inches in
with a successful blitz,
in
yeah.
one turn. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So it might all be over right now.
we'll see. No, well, you still have your infantry to hold me off.
Yeah.
Which is, when you're dug in and gone to ground, still pretty hard to move. But let's see what happens. So, basically, we already looked at this before. I've got 1 tank that's got a complete side shot. And then 1 tank that's got a side on the hull. Side on the turret, front on the hull. And then this guy's got front armor for both his shots. And the way we do that, just for you guys to know, is you draw a perpendicular line from the front of the turret face and from the front of the hull. And since his turret is facing that way, his side of his turret is more exposed. So that's why this guy can get into the side of the turret, but not the front of the hull.
Oh, one little thing I realized too. I don't know if this changes anything, but I'm not pointed at your commander that I killed. So I don't know if that changes that.
No, well, we'll see. We'll take a double look at that. But let's shoot this guy, because either way,
Oh, come on.
we know that this guy's getting 2 side shots. So I have to use stabilizers. You're hit on 3s, 4s because you're concealed, 5s because I have to use stabilizers. So 2 shots on 5s.
Let's do it.
So I was rolling terribly before, but was I waiting for this moment
Probably.
to start rolling?
You're due for it now.
All right, here we go.
No.
No.
These poor guys.
Where is the lucky card when you need it the most? So now, with his turret in the proper orientation, I don't
I
think...
think it's going to be a 50-50, right?
Yeah, we'll take a look. Alright, so all of those guys are front armor against that Panther, so we're still hitting you on the 5s that we need because of stabilizers and that concealment.
Okay.
See what we can get. Hey, we actually got 1. So don't roll a 1. It's your front armor 9 versus my anti-tank of 10. So
Good.
you bounce it. And then my company commander, he's going to go ahead and fire 2 rounds of smoke in the open with stabilizers. So just 4s. He's failed this before,
Yeah.
but let's see what
He's got
happens.
it. There you
Finally.
go.
Why couldn't I have done that with a direct fire on your side? All right, so he's smoked. And then that is it for American...
All right, so I was thinking about it in my head, and I actually am going to try to blitz him. It's not as much of a risk anymore, because if I move, I'm getting the 1 shot anyway, and I have a reroll, so I might as well risk it and maybe take out 2 tanks rather than pretty much just taking out 1 tank.
All right.
So, here we go, 4+. No, we failed it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and move him, and we'll be right back. So this is where I've decided to move him. He's pretty safe. You have to push through my infantry at this point to basically get a side shot on me. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot the guy right in front of me that's closest.
Okay. So it's 1 shot. Normally you're going to hit me on 3s. There's no intervening terrain or anything like that, but a 4 because you failed your blitz.
Yeah, exactly. So 4 there. We hit you. 3+ firepower. We destroyed you.
All right, American movement is done. These guys drove back behind the flaming wreckage of their friends.
These poor guys.
They can still see, most of them can still see the Panthers, so we can fire smoke. He dashed, or didn't dash, but he drove forward and went through that gate to. He'll probably fire some smoke there, and then over here we have our big gamble. We're going to try to assault that guy and get over that hedge and make Jake start to worry. All right, so we're on to shooting phase. All right, all 3 of these tanks are going to fire at Barkmann. Regular shots, Jake. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you're trying to bail me out.
Yep. And then we are going to need 3s normally, 4s for concealing terrain, 5s for stabilizers.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 6 shots. So we got 2. Exactly what we'd expect. So let's see some 1s, please, sir.
Okay. Oh, I did roll a 1.
All right, 3 up firepower to bail you out.
Woo!
I'm really feeling the lack of my lucky card. All right, well, in that case, he's going to fire smoke. 2 shots needing 4s. That time we smoked him. Right over here, we're going to do machine guns into these guys. We'll start with the 6 50 cal shots. Now, normally, I think that's 3 hits. Normally, we'd hit you on 3s, 4s, 5s because you're underground and concealed. I think I can only really see that guy. I can probably see this guy too. So what we'll do is we'll 2 hits here, 1 hit there if you want to make your saves. And then, oh, I guess I should shoot the 30 cals as well. We have 6 of those, also hitting on 5s. So we'll put a 30 cal over on this guy as well. Okay. So do the 250s on this guy.
250s for him. Pass both.
And then a 50 here.
Good.
And a 30.
Good.
And not quite enough to pin you down, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to move into assault. Jake's going to get his defensive fire. Really only 2 guys can squeeze in here. I'm not going to try to shove that 3rd guy in. And then Jake's going to... That unit has Panzerfaust, so we're going to look that up.
I have it. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, 1 shot. Here we go.
Alright.
Yes, because you're hit on 3s and 4s. Yeah.
Alright, and what is the AT on that?
Is AT 12.
Alright, so go to firepower.
Here we go. 5+ to explode you. So
Okay.
you just bailed out.
And bail out. So that's not enough to stop the assault. But I am going to get 1 swing on a 4+, I believe. It kills you. So let's see if we can get something to happen here. Kill some Germans.
Hey, you killed someone.
Alright, so, oh wait, I need to make a cross check first before I can do that.
Oh yeah, that might help.
4+ cross check.
Oh no.
Alright, so I don't do that. So motivate your units to see if you can come back.
Here we go. Yes, they did motivate.
Okay, and then it's your choice if you're going to swing or if you're going to fall back.
Let me think about it.
Okay. After much debate, Jake decided to stick it out. 1 team moved into contact to help, so he's got 2 swings.
Yeah, I decided to just go in for it because 1, it's more exciting. 2, I would have to be pushed back 6 inches, so then you could start really getting on Barkman's side. There's a good chance that I fail this and you still kill them, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so one of those guys has the Panzer Faust upgrade.
Yeah.
So you want to do him first?
Yeah, let's do him first.
All right.
So he hits you on a 4 with his Panzerfaust.
Okay.
We miss.
And then the regular guy just uses regular attack.
Also miss. Double 1s.
All right, well, let's see if I can motivate back to attack you. Which I do.
Nice.
Let's see if I can cross the hedge to squish you. No.
No.
I can't. All right, so motivate again.
Okay. We do.
All right, are you going to go for it again?
Yep, we're going for it again.
All right,
so
let's see.
Panzerfaust.
Let's see it.
Oh, we hit you that time.
All right, so that's going to be against my side armor.
Yep, so 5+ firepower.
5+ firepower.
Bailed out.
Okay.
Oh, and then the other guy as well. He hits you, so don't roll a 1.
Okay, so that one gets bounced. All right, we're going to see if we can motivate back on a 4-up. And then this guy's going to try to move into base contact. I need a cross-check of a 3-up. And that'll get him here, which is in base contact with that guy. And then I get 1 swing because those 2 guys are bailed out.
So does he need another cross
He's
check?
going to need another cross-check. 3-up.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and I think I have 3 teams now that can fight you, right?
If he's within 4.
Yeah, give us 1 sec. All right, so here we go. We're gonna throw the Panzerfaust to this guy.
Okay.
And he's gonna hit him with it. We miss. This guy's gonna hit him. We hit him, and then he's gonna hit the bailed out tanks. We do. So don't roll 1s.
All right, the active tank.
Oh!
And the other guy.
Yeah, it doesn't
okay,
really
he's
matter.
good. All right, so with that, that's going to be bailed out. No active teams. So they're destroyed, and then you can consolidate.
Yep.
And with that, that ends my glorious turn. Well, I guess I successfully smoked Barkmann, but that was about it. I couldn't kill anybody.
Let me just put the finishing touches on there for you.
He's so happy. All right, so that's going to be on to German. Yeah, it's my turn. You killed a whole platoon of tanks.
Yeah, that was
German
great.
turn 7 or 8 or whatever it is.
All right, so I've decided not to move Barkmann, and the platoon is staying where it's at. I'm in a very strong position, obviously, right now. I could charge out, but I'm scared that I'll still, like, all of a sudden roll really badly. So we're going to shoot Barkmann into your commander.
All right, so you're smoked.
Yes,
I'm
'cause I didn't.
concealed. So that's going to be 5s.
Yep, here we go. Oh, actually, sorry, let me change that.
Okay.
I actually want to shoot at this platoon.
Okay.
Mainly for the reason is because I have 2 shots. If I can kill 2 more Shermans, that'd be great. And I can just shoot a Panzerfaust here.
All right, so let's see some 5s. All right, let's see some firepowers.
All right, so this guy destroyed, and this guy right here destroyed as well.
All right. So yeah, that's great. Okay, and you want to take your Panzerfaust shot here?
Yeah, so 1 Panzerfaust shot, needing a 3 to hit.
You gotta unpin these guys after.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I totally
assault?
forgot about that. No, they don't. So I need a 4 to hit you
Yeah.
because I'm pinned. Ah, I miss.
Okay, so that's 2 more Shermans down. Is this guy gonna move at all?
No, I'm fine with where he's at.
All right, so that's German turn then. All right, this might be a very short turn. I only have 2 units on the table. This unit only has 1 active tank in it, so we need to make a 4 up to keep them around.
You do.
They do, all right. So, let's see what we can do. All right, movement's done. He's moving up to the wall. He's going to shoot Barkmann where he's at. All right, so he didn't move. Short range, you're concealed, so I'm hitting you on 4s. Haha, 1 hit. Let's see that 1, please, sir.
No.
No, okay. Well, then in that case, he's going to shoot machine guns at this infantry, 2 50 cals, miss, 2 30 cals, 1 hit with a 30 cal.
Armor or infantry save, we do.
Okay, and then I was going to assault, but since he's still active, we're not going to do that. On to German turn. German movement is done. What did you do here, Jake?
The heroic, amazing infantry. Oh, let me get those Duggan markers out of there. My heroic, amazing infantry who already killed a Sherman platoon is coming for your company commander.
Heroic.
Okay, maybe not heroic.
Oh.
Okay. My horrible war criminals are coming for you. That's even worse. Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry. I just want to blow up your tank.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, let's see it.
All right, so let's do
gonna
the
start.
Panther first.
Panther first.
2 shots into him.
That poor guy. Okay.
You're
so,
within 16.
Yeah,
So 3s go to 4s because of all the wrecks in the way.
this is true.
So here we go.
Aha.
Oh, both miss.
Reroll.
Oh, it's all falling apart.
Barkman's getting tired.
Oh, just
crap.
3 plus. Oh, he's bailed out at least. There you go.
Bailed out. All right. And then over here.
1 Panzerfaust shot from this guy.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter who it comes from because you can't. Oh, you could potentially bounce from the front. So yeah, it has to be this guy. So I moved, and it's like a slow firing weapon.
Yep. So 4s.
Yeah, so 4s to hit you. Ah, dang it! Stupid slow firing weapon.
All right. Then the assault phase.
Yep. So yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna charge into you. So if you want to do your defensive fire.
Oh, you move everyone in first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Which is everybody.
Doesn't really matter concealment-wise. It's 5 machine gun shots, 50 cals, 30 cals all together. Hitting you on 3s. I need all of them to hit, but I only get 2. So make 2 saves. Maybe I can actually kill 1 German.
Yeah, just on the infantry teams. Oh, you
I
killed
killed
2 of them.
2 Germans.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, I can't kill a Faust because it just gets tossed from stand to stand.
Yeah, we just throw it.
All right, so you got 1 Faust swing and then 2 regular swings.
Yep. So here's the Faust.
And that hits on a 4.
Dang it.
And then the 2 regulars.
1 hits, so don't roll a 1.
Oh, yeah, you said that last time. Aha!
You're good.
All right, I'm going to motivate back. No, I'm not.
Reroll because you're a company commander.
Oh, I am a company commander. Motivate myself.
Yay!
Yes.
He found the courage within himself.
I'm going to try to squish you. Now.
Oh, sick.
Your turn.
All right, motivate myself.
This was just a trick to keep me in combat.
Yay! I motivated.
No.
Panzerfaust.
4 up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. 5 up firepower.
Firepower, yeah. No, you're bailed, but you're
Bailed,
still...
so I'm dead.
Yep.
All right, and with that, my company breaks, and that is... Oh,
Let me just
put the
Let me
smoke
just
there.
get that. There we go.
He blows up his tank and runs away, and it's game to the Germans. Thank you. That was a good game.
He was the only one to live to tell the tale.
Well, if he managed to run that far without getting shot in the back, which is something you totally do.
Probably.
All right, so there you go, guys. We'll have our little after game show.
Welcome back, everyone, to our after game show. I finally defeated you.
You did.
Yes. And not a conventional battle report, unfortunately, but a fun scenario, which I feel like the Germans maybe have starting off. It's slightly uneven.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think I did a few things wrong. I should have stayed more protected and rushed you with everything at once and not let you pick off a tank a turn for 6 turns.
Yeah.
Before I made my assault.
I feel like breaking the morale on that first set of tanks was actually really big because it gave me enough time that I didn't have to deal with the rest of them to go over to the other side and start killing them.
Yep. Yeah. So next time I think I would just hold back and assault the infantry and go after the tank, and maybe assault the infantry from 2 different directions. And just flood you all at once with 16 tanks.
I feel like using your company commander too a little better would have helped a lot because you didn't use any rerolls for morale for him, just because he wasn't close enough.
Yep.
Which I think would have helped a lot too. But regardless, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah.
And that goes to show you too, these historical scenarios, you don't always have to play point battles.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of, this is a game based on history. There's a lot of good history and a lot of good battles that you can recreate on the tabletop.
Which is nice too because you can take your buddy and then you guys can just switch roles in the next battle, which is always cool.
Yeah, see how many Sherman tanks you can kill against each other.
Yeah, because without filming, this game probably takes what, max an hour?
Yeah, probably.
It's a pretty speedy game.
It
If you know
depends.
how to play the game, I guess.
And I will say too, this is a good scenario to introduce someone to Flames of War. If you have a Flames of War collection, introduce someone to it, have them play the Germans. They'll feel good about themselves, destroying a lot of the enemy.
Yeah, you don't really have to move anywhere. You get rerolls. It's a very cushy position.
Yeah, so it's it's a good introductory battle. So I recommend that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun, even though all my tanks were destroyed.
Yeah, I blew up a lot of Shermans.
I did kill 2 German infantry stands, so
You did.
At least I have that.
I like it was by the same guy at the very end.
Same guy. It was the company commander after
Yeah.
he ran to another tank after his tank got exploded.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, there you go. Also, we want to mention Patreon. If you like our Flames of War content, please go check out our Patreon. We'll put the link again down in the video description below. There you can support us. Patreon subscribers get access to a free Flames of War battle report every month, and it's exclusive to them. So if you want more Flames of War content, that's a great way to do it. It also supports us and helps us continue to do things like this. So from us, thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.